Hi, friends. Greetings. It's your brother, your friend, your neighbor, your fellow human being, multi-hyphenate creative, former Los Angelino, made in New York, Hawaiian for the time being, soon to be j'habite français. J'habite en France, n'est-ce pas? Oui. Today's update's coming to you on day 44 here on the Big Island. Been here 44 days, we'll be here 89 days, so today marks the middle point. This is exactly the middle of my trip here to Hawaii. It was not a scouting mission to see where I wanted to live, nor was it a planned vacation. It really was an invitation. My friend Linda and my friend Amanda. My friend Amanda I've known for like 14 years, and her mom Linda actually invited me to come and visit. By the time I got here, she'd already gone back to Minnesota with her husband John, and those are Amanda's parents. But Amanda welcomed me, and she picked me up at the airport, and she said, "So that's a pretty heavy bag you got there. How long you plan on staying?" I said, "Like 3 months." And she went, "Okay." Something might have gotten lost in translation, but it's great. She's great. We're having a great time, doing a lot of really good work together. And while she's at work all day, I'm here in her home, 2,400 feet above sea level, on the side of a mountain, active volcano here on the Big Island. A couple fun facts. The Big Island is 300,000 years young. It's the youngest landmass on planet Earth. I think I might have given these in my last update when I was down in the water, just a couple weeks into this trip. You can fit all the other islands onto the Big Island. There'd still be room left over. I drove up the coast to visit my friend Eric, who I went to college with. I hadn't seen him in 30 years, and he was on the island with his family. I posted a receipt from a coffee shop with a significant number on it to a group of a text thread that I have with a bunch of friends of mine from college, and many of them, I haven't seen them since we went to school together 30 years ago. And this guy Eric was like, who's on Hawaii? I said, "That's me." He's like, "Hey man, I'm right up the road." So I got in the car last week, drove 90 minutes north, and really got profoundly connected to how big the Big Island is. I hadn't been here in it'll be 5 years January, or 5 years December. So just over 4 years I hadn't been to the Big Island. And it's great. It's the longest trip I've ever spent in my 7 visits to Hawaii, 44 days in a row, with 40 more to go. So I'll be here for 89 days. My friend Amanda's been just a dream host. Like I said, I spend my days alone creating art. I thought I would show you some of my art. I ordered some stickers today. I'm so excited. Many of you know my sticker door at my house. Well, this is my current sticker collection is on my water bottle. And then I have more stickers on my sketchbook. This is my next book that's coming out, my 3rd book. It's a book about the rule of threes and how everything in threes is perfect. This is another book that I have, a sketchbook. This one's my daily planner. It's got all my daily affairs in it. On one end I have all my technical writings, and on the other end I have all my prayers and my intention for the year. And many of you know that I had a door on my home in Venice where I had stickers. And these stickers were 13 years worth of stickers. And I love stickers. I've always loved stickers. I've always been like a sticker kid. I've always been a stick-up kid. Think about all the devious things I did. I like to throw up. That's Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim. Yeah, I was always a sticker kid. And here's another book I have. This one is my art book, and there's some stickers on there. And then I decoupaged the inside, and then also, made some stickers there, and then put some stickers in the back of this book too. So, big fan of stickers. So I guess what I'm going to talk to you about is this is a stick up. And if you, like me, like stickers, which clearly I do, you're excited because this episode of my Substack, How's Your Heart, is brought to you by the stickers you're going to buy from me, if you want. Let's go into my iPad. So this is my new iPad, Boise's iPad. There, see, more stickers. This is the first sticker I designed. It says, it's not going to happen the way you think it is. And then if you zoom in at the bottom, it says, and it's not going to happen that way either. So that's one of the stickers that I created based on something I heard that a friend shared that was really great. There's another sticker that I made. Sorry about the glare. It's all about the power of we. So you can see here, when the I is on, we're ill. And when the we is turned up, we are in wellness. So that one, these will all be coming next week. So if you want to place an order, you can reach out to me and we'll send them to you. I got to price them and see the quality. I know what I paid for all these stickers, so I've got to really see and then price them, but I'll update you. This one is one I made. I love, it's one line. It's a single line drawing with an outline. I made this while I was traveling in 17, 18, 19 around the world, writing How's Your Heart, which is this book here. Many of you know my book, but those of you that are new to my channel, this is How's Your Heart, a book I wrote back in 17, 18, 19, published in 2020, 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been five years. So this is art from that era I wanted to print. Everybody said it would make a great sticker. I'm listening. This one is Run DMC, and it says, it's tricky, 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 tricky. Hooah! So another shout out, two shout outs to East Coast 80s hip hop. This is a church that I've been to a couple times. Beautiful little church, and it was in this golden light. I just thought it would be really fun. So I made that church into a sticker. Blues Brothers, one of my all-time favorite movies. We're on a mission from God. So this is what I call blues. And as an angel, another piece of art I did during that time when I was creating How's Your Heart. And what I like about this, I don't know if it's going to follow. Yeah, but basically you turn it upside down and it spells mom. So that's a tribute to my mom too, who's angel in my heart. This one is called This Could Be a Sticker, because a lot of people are always telling me, this could be a sticker. So I took it and I wrote it on a piece of paper. This could be a sticker. And then I turned it into a sticker because I just thought that'd be fun to, turn it into a sticker. So this is another one. And then this one's called The Cosmic Hug. And that's, two things I love, the cosmos and hugging. And last one, true story, something I often say. True story, those are my stickers. And as you can see, there's 10 of them. They're all coming. The only one I haven't done yet is the Run DMC one. I haven't yet created this one, but the other ones I've ordered, they're all coming next week. So if you want to order a sticker or a sticker pack, I'll get those priced up. We'll figure it out. So that's good. Speaking of stickers, I'm going to be getting some stamps in this passport. I'm very excited to start traveling again. Got some blank pages in here. And in June, I'm going to be stapling in some documents. I'm not going to staple them in, but I'm going to be paying for some documents to be stapled in there so I can travel freely around France, where I'm going to spend 3 months on an artist in residency. Really excited about that. So part of my trip here to Hawaii was to stay with my friend Amanda, to get out of Los Angeles after living there for 3 decades, to finish writing my TV show pilot and my pitch deck for the Einstein Chaplin project. Many of you came and saw the play or saw the short film. And then to work on my art. And the stickers are just one form of that art. But I've been using these pens. They're made by, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but we're going to give them a shout out. Art Pop is the name of the brand. You can get them at Blick or any art supply store or, online. I also like to use these Tombow pencils. I'm really a big fan of these. I love these Precise Pentel pens. Big fan of those. And of course the Micron pens you can't go wrong with those. And I got my, my big stupid pencils and highlighter. And this really bamboo graphite pencil is really great. It's kind of like an endless pencil. I've had it since January. As you can tell, the nub is getting down there, but I love it because you don't have to sharpen it. I don't need a sharpener. So that's what's going on with my materials. I'm also using what's called gouache. This is a gouache paint set, and I've started using the gouache. In a moment, I'll show you some artwork from the gouache, but this particular set is from Montmartre, which is French, Montmartre. These are the gouache paints I have, and gouache is a kind of between watercolor and acrylic. I've worked with watercolor and acrylic, but I like the happy medium between the two. It is a happy medium. Je suis très content. And it is good to work with this medium because it allows you the freedom to push the paint around well after it's dried. So I'm going to show you one of the pieces I created. This is Cessac, and this is the town where I'm going to be staying, Cessac, France. And you can see there's a little castle and a little turret, and then lots of old housing on a hillside with, that's Cessac. So this was about a 4-hour piece I did, and I'm learning, working with gouache, with those paints, you can see the detail. I'm learning to detail with these pens, the micron pens, and learning that, you know, the best thing to do is to do the thing in pencil and then add the pen later. And I knew that, like I'm doing it now with this piece. This is this van that's down by the highway, and it was a van that somebody left there, and it's just been consumed by the weeds. So you can see this. I'm still working on this one, but I got about an hour into this, 2 hours into this, and then this is before I had this app that I'm using. I was drawing my friend and her friend, and you know, they look like Shrek because I was just learning my first week here. So I'm getting it going. We're moving in the right direction, and this is my art book. So you can see in my sketchbook. Let me see if I can lower this down for the sake of this right here. Let's do it this way, so I don't have to keep checking. So you can see here. This is my visibility is my word for the year. Visibility requires light. So you have one of the most iconic pieces of art in the history of mankind, the Vitruvian Man in 1490. So that's our friend Michelangelo. So Michelangelo. These are some early stages of just figuring it out, not worrying about money or, you know, just no time for fear, just creating. So I was just creating, you know, messing around with pen and ink with those markers. This was a card that I had for a couple weeks here on the island. This was a cow. This too shall pass. It was in the road. I had to wait until it left the road so we could keep going. That's a good one. True story. You know, these are just some ideas, the 7 Deadly Sins. These are some ideas I have for some future artwork. Some other things, some other slogans, drawing some eyes and noses. So you can just see, and this is my sticker page. Like I looked at all the different stickers that I have and the different sizes that I want. And even though they vary in size, you know, from a 3-inch circle to a 2.5 by 2.5 inches, a 3-inch by 2.5 inch circle. This is a 2 by 2. It's a 3 by 1. It's like a 2 by 1.5. This one's obviously like a big banner one. This one's actually about 5 inches by like 2.5. So I was just like looking at these different stickers that I bought, you know, things that I like to buy are, you know, of different sizes, you know, the circles and things. And so in looking at these different sizes, I had to ask myself, you know, what sizes do I like? So you can see in this one is the cosmic hug and the we in the eye. The Be Nice was here. This was my love one is here. So that's a 3 by 3. So if you're already starting to want to buy some of these, you'll see. Again, this is just more doodling, looking at my signature, how I'm going to do that. More doodling. Then we start to get in some artwork. So this is getting into some of the artwork. There's a plant right out here. Well, I mean, I'm right here, so I'll show you. But there's the plant right there. And I decided to draw that because it's what I was looking at. So that's this one here. This is a guitar, a shoe. This was a leaf. This is the leaf that my host came and brought me this leaf about 2-3 weeks ago. So decided to draw that with the pen and ink. So, you know, just it's just art. Creating art is just an act of doing it every day. So I've just been doing it every day for about 2.5, 3 hours on average. Take the weekends off. Another one here that I did, guy looking up. This is the quest I'm on. Things are always working out for me. My host gave me this, and I put it in the window. So when you put it in the window, obviously it reads proper. So I keep that right here, so I can make sure that I'm reminded, that things are always working out for me. There you go. Maybe this moment of setting that piece of paper in the window is not working out for me, but you get the idea. So that's where that's from. I started messing around with this. I just thought maybe like this looked kind of like lava, like the heart of the earth. So that led me to want to create that. There's some cups and some cherries, and this is more lava, or like this is probably what that's going to end up like when I'm done. But I wanted to do the gradation of it all. So I'm going to paint that one in a large scale. Use the gouache. This was a challenge to draw on one of these little things that I have. What is that? A little mistake there. Another challenge here. Just kind of, this castle challenge. Started to draw, some stuff about France, because I'm starting to research like where I'm going to be staying in the Black Mountain region of France. Looking at that. More. Shaka. These sneakers. Drew these sneakers in the challenge yesterday. Some gazelles. Y'all know how much I love a good pair of Adidas sneakers. This is a parrot that I started last night. And and I've been just keeping track of the materials that I'm using and the different canvases and pieces that I'm using. So ultimately, that's what's going on here. I'm making art and practicing and learning the mediums that I'm going to be working with, and figuring it out. Oh, that's almost my time. I have 1 minute left. I like to keep these under 20 minutes. So if you are inspired with my art and you like what's happening on this Substack channel, follow, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media. You can find me wherever Boise Thomas is sold. I would love for you to purchase some of my artwork. It supports me in being out in the world as a working and traveling artist. My second book is coming soon. It's called In Threes, Omni Trium Perfectum. Everything in Threes is Perfect is a working title. And I'll end today on this. I've been drawing this logo long before my mom died, back in March of 2024. And shortly after that, I found out I had to move out of Venice, and a bunch of other people died. It was a crazy year. But I've been drawing this for at least 2 years. And then I was on a hike the other day, and I found this on the hike. I mean, look at that. It's almost exactly. I found it like this, upside down. I go, that looks like a circle with 3 dots in it. So a friend of mine said today, it's kind of like you're living the TV show Lost. You're having these lost moments on Hawaii, which I would say. So that's crazy. So I am going to have this photo be on the inside of my new book. It's about how the rule of threes is what governs the universe, mind, body, spirit, heaven, earth, sun, above, below, within, mother, father, child, father, son, Holy Spirit. Everything in threes is perfect. So I'm working on that book right now. These are the pages here that you can see. That's coming soon. And other than that, it's almost my time. So I want to thank you all for tuning into my Substack. I hope the rule of threes finds you. I hope you're happy, prosperous, and free. I hope you're finding ways to, stay healthy in these crazy days of Kali Yuga, where the world just seems to be turning itself inside out. I'm learning French, and I will be moving to France in just a couple months, and I'll be doing these broadcasts from France, 12 hours ahead. Right now I'm 12 hours behind France, or France is 12 hours ahead of me. But either way, I will be wherever this screen is in your hand, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thanks for following my journeys in advance for, investing in any stickers or artwork. And I'm going to be having an art show here on the Big Island before I head back to Los Angeles to wrap up the rest of my affairs in California. And I'll update you on that in a week or two on my next Substack, okay? Greetings and salutations, friends. Thank you so much. I think that'll do it for now. And remember, whether it's backwards or forwards, no matter what you're doing or what you're up to, consider that things are always working out for you. Okay, friends. Blessings, aloha, and mahalo nui loa. May the longtime sun shine upon you.